Hi, David is here from Karma. This is a full demo of our product. We try to record a new demo every year, so this is 2024 version. A lot of things changed since last time we recorded the full demo a couple of years ago. So this demonstration is as good as the live call, so we go exactly through the same things as we do on our call. So you can either book a live demo with us, and the link is in the video description, or you just can follow this video from start to the finish and get a great understanding of what Karma does and how it works, and what's the best things about Karma. So Karma is an employee recognition and appreciation holistic product, as we'd like to say, and it ties everyday recognition with your company values, and then your employees can purchase the gift card rewards as a result of them being rewarded for their hard work. We have a few more features such as feedback and connect, and I'll go through them with you as we go through this demonstration of the product. So enjoy. So first of all, we'll start with the Slack side of things, and this is demonstration for our Slack version. So in Slack, if you'd like to recognize someone, all you have to do is just to type their name, plus, and then put a small description. Why do you think they deserve a recognition? And then the product replies back with, it can either reply back in a thread or with a card, as you can see just up the top here. And then you could actually also rename the product, and instead of Karma, for example, call it Star. And for this demonstration, I already have done that through our branding option. And all Karmas that will be given in this demo will call Stars. So the product can reply back either in the thread or in the channel itself. Their recognition can be copied to the separate channel. You can just skip recognition, public recognition altogether. You can give private Karma and things like that. So there's a lot of ways how the product can reply back to the small, plus at username plus description. But also what you can do, you can pull out what we call the quick action, and quick action can be shown from here. So it's called Send Karma. It brings up the form where you can select a person, a couple of people at the same time, or a few of them, and then put a description. You can connect the buy have, connect the custom achievement, and also from here you can select the company value. So in the previous example, how you can give Karma, you don't really have the ability to select the company value, but rather use words. And when you set up values, you set up the set of the keywords, and we'll look at those keywords and we identify the value for you. But in this particular way, with a form, you can select the company value. You can make it mandatory as well, so you have to select the value before you give Karma, which kind of again forces that valuable recognition that is tied with the company value. So in Slack itself, you can go through the product homepage, and here you have a summary of the recognitions that will be given to you. You can see the list of upcoming birthdays in the next 7 days. You can send Karma from here, or you can go and see your profile. So those things you can do from the homepage. And this is the dashboard, but in order to get to the dashboard, you need to go to our website, which is karmabot.chat, and then if you Slack, so you install our product first by pressing this button, add Karma to Slack. And if you already installed the product, then you just click login. And when you first time install our product, the great thing about it is that we take all of your roles, and we take all of the profiles from your Slack, and we automatically create accounts for everyone, so you don't have to create accounts for every single person. This is one of the common questions that I get asked during the demos. If we need to do anything at all in order to get Karma going, do we have to invite everyone and things like that? But no, you don't. We take your employees out of your Slack and then give them profiles within Karma. And the great thing about it, actually, two things. First of all, they don't need to have to set up their username and password. They do use Slack authentication for that. And the second thing, if someone leaves your company, joins your company, your Slack gets updated and Karma gets updated at the same time. So it's nice and easy and very, very convenient. So let's have a look at the dashboard. Dashboard is all role-based. So if you're an admin, just an employee, you'd see different things within a dashboard. And I'm looking at this particular dashboard as administrator, and you can also access this dashboard, but go into karmabot.chat/demo. This is an open demo. Anyone can access that. You can change whatever you like. You can remove everything. You can start from scratch. So this is your playground, and I'm using our playground to make this karma demonstration. So a few different reflects different functionalities, but let's start from the feed. Feed is your achievements, which is a badge system, automatic badge system. Then you have your leaderboards, traditional leaderboards. You can select any period of time with this period selector, and it's the same selector that you have everywhere within our product. Both received and given or granted karma leaderboards. You can export data at any time using the export CSV functionality available to admins only, and then you have every single point linked to company value, which is great as well. So you can track leaderboards based on the company value and have different winners for different value for a month, a year, whatever period of time they track. And then you have a feed, which is essentially all the karmas that were given in your company, each single one of them linked to company value. And then if you're administrator from here, you can remove any karma that was given by mistake. You can again export it to CSV. The leaderboard can be hidden from just users and be accessible only by admins or hidden altogether. So there's a lot of flexibility around that. You have, let's go to the next tab. It's rewards. Rewards is a set of small gifts or rewards that you can set up for your employees, and when they accumulate a certain number of coins, they can redeem that. It could be either automated or you can manually fulfill that. If it's automated, it goes through our gift card provider called Tango Card, comes with 10% surcharge, and you don't have to worry about anything. Your credit cards get drawn. So if that's $20 gift card, so you get charged $22. Then your employee will receive the gift card to the email address. And then out of that, it's not like a gift card. It's like a gift card credit. But from there, you can select any gift card you like, and everything happens automatically. We charge 10% to cover our credit card charges, the currency exchange, the insurance, the delivery, and everything. Anything happens, the card doesn't get delivered, then you can always get back to us, and we will be more than happy to sort it out. So it's a very simple redemption and fulfillment process. If it's a manual gift card, then redeem. Administrator receives notification, and then you fulfill once you get the reward to your employee, and that goes to history. If you use our automatic gift card system, then you don't have to fulfill rewards. Reports is your leaderboards, but nicely displayed. The reports will give you a breakdown of values, who are your top performers, the values dynamic, how the values dynamic been changed, the common words that we see amongst all the recognitions, your graphs, activity scores. It's very important. Here you can automate birthdays and work anniversaries, and you can upload them as bulk through a CSV upload through settings, or you can do it manually one by one, or every single employee can go and input their date there. And it's all tied with automatic giveaways of karma on their birthdays and work anniversaries, as well as the public recognition and notification. So I'll go through settings a little bit later, but then this is here where you set up the actual date. And another thing that we have at the top navigation is your feedback. Feedback is a nice way how you can receive feedback back from your employees. You can keep it really, really nice and simple. So a couple of questions, how likely you'd recommend our company to place or work, or if there's anything they'd like to change in your everyday life, what would that be? And then people can reply back to you, and from here, you can make an acknowledgement, kind of like respond back to them. A feedback is 100% anonymous. There is no way you can identify the person who actually gave that feedback, but you can always reply back to them, say like, thanks for your feedback. Well, we'll action it next quarter, something like that. And then dashboard is an external dashboard that gives you like a nice summary of all the karmas that were given the company. You can put it on the TV, a separate tab in the browser. You can make it password protected, things like that. But that's how dashboard looks like. And let's go through settings. But before we do that, there's another way how you can give karma. It's exactly the same as you do in Slack, but you can use it via the dashboard. And again, you see the form. You can select the channel, the value, achievement, description. One of your coworkers does exactly the same as in Slack, but just convenient if you're in dashboard and you're like, hey, oh yeah, I remember Jane did something or John did something, then you can give karma from here. In every section that we have, we'll have a video guide, either settings or main functionality. Video guide is going to be everywhere. We update them frequently to reflect the changes that we do in our product, but feel free to use video guides if you require more guidance of how to use a certain section or how to set up a certain section the right way. Let's go into settings. There's a few other things that we have, like roles, groups for the easiest navigation, but then settings would be the most important ones. And we've recently changed them. Instead of being a list, it's kind of like a tiled list, a tiled grid right now. But let's start with global. Global is where you set up your default, your start page with karma. It could be feed, could be user profile, could be rewards page. English is language, but then we have nice support, and German support is coming as well. By the time we'll release this video, hopefully German will be one of the languages that we support. You have limits. So we have limits for admins and we have limit for users. They are a bit different. So limit for admins is your points that admins can give out. A limit for users, obviously, the users can give out. You can give it for the certain period of time, a month, limit number of points per giveaway. And then this particular section tied up to your rewards. So if you're using rewards, if you use karma just for fun, I'd still recommend to make limits per request. So people won't give like 1 million points at the same time. That'll break your leaderboards. But the user for limit for users normally tied to your rewards budget, and we always say the easiest way to set up the limit for users is think about your budget per person per month in US dollars, just for the sake of it. And if it's $20, then give that to your employees as their limit. They won't be able to give out more than their individual balance. In that case, your overall balance would always be on track, so it will never be exceeded. This is the easiest and most straightforward way how to set up your limits, and then you price your rewards in the shop again dollar to dollar. Nice, easy, convenient, simple. We'll love that about our product. It's simple. It wouldn't take you more than an hour to go through every section and set it up the right way, even if you do values and keywords and rewards and things like that. An hour, couple of hours max. If you go on the slower pace, couple of coffees in between, and that's all it takes to set up our product. So it doesn't take a lot of your investment. Simple. So let's go back from global, and we also have notification. Notification is the other important one. So notification, you set up the way how the product replies back to you, so it can, exactly as I said at the very start of our demonstration when I've been showing you Slack forms, so the product can reply back in the same channel, it can reply back in a thread, it can notify you directly, you can turn on that, you can turn off that. If you create a channel, there'll be like a welcome message that says, hey, invite the karma to the channel, notification. You can copy announcements to the channel. Normally companies already have something in place like appreciation channel. You can keep the same way, so that appreciation channel can be part of karma giveaways. Just make sure that all recognitions that were given anywhere on your Slack are rendered up on that channel. And just remember, in order to use karma in a certain channel, you need to invite karma to that channel. Otherwise, it won't work. It's exactly the same as your Slack member. If you want someone to be part of some channel, you have to invite them. Same with karma. So also you can, when the product applies back, it can make a card. This card can be customizable. You can put your brand, anything you'd like on that card. You can get displayed. You can even make a custom message animation. If you don't like GIF animations, then you can upload your own GIF animations, or you can turn them off altogether, or you can make like a text appreciation. So it's very, very flexible. Karma can be used in all the environments, you know, when people like a lot of noise in their Slack, when people don't like a lot of noise in their Slack, when they like to keep things messy, streamlined. So you can work around with settings and notifications and make sure that our product does as much as possible, knows as much as possible, and less as possible. So it's completely up to you. Leaderboards, if you'd like those to be delivered to your channels, to track the progress, no problem, we can do that as well. Important dates, where you put your birthdays and work anniversaries. is you can import data. Import data would have a template. So you check out that template and fill it out, or use your own and import those dates for your peers. Very straightforward. When you download your template, it'll have names and Slack IDs of your users, which is, it's not really secret information. It'll be like a Slack ID, and then you can fill it out. Makes things easier for you, and you can upload it back with birthdays and work anniversaries. We don't keep that file anyway. And then you have cards. How the cards look like, again, can be consistent with your brand. Whatever message you'd like on both work anniversaries and happy birthdays cards giveaway. Would you like some karma to be sent at the same time? What would be the notification channel? Things like that. Everything is there. Roles is where you set up your roles, make people admins, give them unlimited karma. And if you have someone who does rewards fulfillment for you, make sure you give them a rewards fulfillment role as well. Nice and easy. You have departments. You can create different instances of karma within your Slack for different offices. There's a separate video how to create departments, how department works, but pretty much you can create a lot of instances of karma within one karma installation, where each one of them would have their rewards, billing, rules, everything else. Just be separate, but still within the same Slack. Let's go back. Groups, as you can group your employees by different departments. And I know I said departments in the previous functionality, but this is more like smaller groups, and you use that for your leaderboards. You can select it from top, and then like a design, development, marketing, or some other departments you have, and check leaderboards and reports for those groups. And then the features that we have rewards. We'll call karma rewards, and I already talked about it. Either automated reward or manual fulfilled. And if it's manual fulfilled, it's the regular reward or team reward. Nice and easy. And we already talked about the how to create the balance and how to do that exchange rate between coins and points. But there's a video guide as well if you'd like to refresh your memory. We have achievements, the badge system that we discussed at the very start of this demonstration. If you think that one or two or more of those automatic achievements you don't need it in your company, so you can turn that off. You can also do the custom ones, and you select those from a form. We used to have those for birthdays and work anniversaries, but then we kind of came up with birthdays and work anniversaries anyway. But you can still give this as, like you're on fire, hero of the day, or some kind of a small win or a cup. The feedback is where you set up your feedback, questions, and when would that be sent, who will be the recipient, and schedule that feedback. Again, anonymous, no one can be tracked through that feedback. Automation is you could set up different keywords, and we'll look at those keywords when you're not even making an appreciation, but just saying like, @David, thanks for the demo, and I will look at it and we'll see thanks, and we'll automatically give karma, and you can link that to company value as well. Bit of an automation. Then you have reactions. Reactions is your Uber emoji kind of system, where if you give a reaction, then that gives a person karma as well. So let's go back. We have values is where you set up your values, and when you set up your values, make sure that you set up a keywords for those values. And if you think that if we want to be able to identify the value, you could also set up a default value, which would be used when the value is not identified. We also have Karma Connect. Karma Connect is a very important functionality that helps you connect people together for things that not necessarily work relation. Not necessarily. It'll create a video conference room through Slack that people can talk about things, and they can discuss, like weird food or recent travel adventure. And they have a couple of icebreaker games like Wheel of Fortune or Gift Bingo that they can play. And at the end of the call, they can receive both and appreciations. There's more information about our Karma Connect through our guide. You also have branding. Branding is where you can store your logo, put the name for the product, active colors, and you can rename the product itself. So instead of being Karma, it'll be like stars or kudos or whatever you like. Again, this section has a video guide as well that you can check. And for the most part, this is our product. And I think I've done a great job. I've been under 20 minutes, but you can also just listen to this video on double speed, triple speed, and that'll take you even less time. But normally that's what we do. If we have a video conference together and talk about product during the video call, normally it's limited to half an hour. So 20 minutes we go like product demonstration, talk about the product, and then we talk about price and things like that. So I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks for being here. Thanks for trying to learn more about our product. I hope you found this video helpful. Subscribe. And hopefully you'll receive a notification as well when a new video will be coming up. And good luck using our product. We love our product. We made it with love. And I hope you will find it very, very useful for your company, because hundreds of other companies already done that and they're enjoying Karma. Hopefully you'll be our client as well. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.